Hello guys, welcome back to Gospel News. As it is hot, so it don't happen for court today. The matter we be say Labour Party presidential candidate we they call Peter Obi and the PDP presidential candidate we they call Atiku Abubakar has landed in court. Remember that we've been bringing you update concerning this matter. They say no be small thing, no say INEC rig election go give APC. So the thing never sit well with other presidential candidates in the just concluded presidential poll. You can see the candidate here. This is Tinubu on the left, followed by Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi of the Labour Party. So this matter is being contested in court after INEC willed the victory to their favorite, which is Tinubu, and the thing never sit well. Another party also was in the suit against Tinubu, and it was just like a paper challenging a tree. And they say now when court heard about them, they say, waiting be this, Jesus, waiting be this. We they see here about APC, we they hear about PDP and the Labour Party. They say they rig the election, Action Alliance, still carry petition come. Now so court follow window, fling the case, come out, say waiting be this, Jesus. Now one give us linear curve, and so they take fling the case, come out. We gave video update from waiting that happened for inside the court now. But first of all, we get one we will show now. Tribunal dismisses Action Alliance's petition against Tinubu. They say this case no get water at all, you know who water. If you see George Webby say they carry come this thing, he dey vex. He say waiting be this because in they under pressure to rule in favor of Tinubu, but the thing they vex because he don't say truth. Be say this Tinubu he no really win the thing, so now the matter now can they pen am. I see they just the court clerk conserve am say your lord, my lord, there is another petition here to he say from which person. He don't see P2B, he don't see Atiku. He knows say those ones at least they still get some level of representation. The clerk come tell and say na Action Alliance. Now so he just collect them fiam. He rough the paper. Now so he take throw and come off for window. Say waiting be this. Which kind of nonsense? Are we here to joke? The Presidential Election Petition Court has dismissed and thrown out a petition filed against the election of Ahmed Bola Tinubu by the Action Alliance Party. Chairman of the 5-man panel of justices of the Court of Appeal, Justice Haruna Simon Samani, dismissed the petition following its dramatic withdrawal by the party. A senior advocate of Nigeria, San Chief Oba Mado Abuchi, had announced the decision of his client to do away with the petition. They say, when they see heavyweight, consider the kind court when Labour Party they carry, and the high senior advocate of Nigeria when PDP carry, even the Action Alliance now run, they take run, come on for court to the conform follow for window, and now say, I beg Umuna, remove our case there, so the judge follow window through way the matter come out. He said that Tinubu, the All Progressive Congress APC, and the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, as well as others, had served him with no objection responses. This one said Tinubu no even response. Tinubu no even tell and say you know win. No, Tinubu self was like, oh now you win. Sorry, you make God no allow you. So the development was confirmed by Chief Wole Olanikpekun San, who stood for Tinubu, and Prince Lateef Fagbemi San, who argued for the All Progressive Congress APC. In his brief ruling, Justice Tsunami dismissed the petition in its entirety, following no objections from all the respondents. The petition, therefore, has become the first to be thrown out from the window of the court. So waiting be this. Mona know they use like better court cases they disturb us for this country. No, we know waiting with the face. Another thing where they vex me now be say Atiku Abubakar. In fact, this APC no good at all. They no even put P2B for number 2. Now so they carry number 3, Congo giver. Peter Obi na the struggle. Waiting be this. Waiting Jesus. In fact, Muna watch the update of waiting the happen for the court today. This one from Rise TV. We'll hear them.
Now, the program continues. We have a report. The Presidential Election Tribunal in Nigeria begins today. President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima will be represented by 49 qualified lawyers, with Wole Olanipekun SAN leading the legal team. They will be defending the victory of Tinubu and Shettima. We're now being joined by a Rise correspondent in Abuja for update on the tribunal proceedings.
To be served and to follow the example of the King of Kings. After being...
Hello, good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Well, quickly, you are the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. What is the situation as the tribunal commenced sittings?
Well, good morning, Doctor. Well, of course, the tribunal, the long-awaited Presidential Election Petition Tribunal, is set to commence today. Of course, it has commenced. Of course, the 5-member panel headed by Haruna Tsammani made a clarion call on all parties in the suit to ensure they stick to time, because they have less than 3 months to complete the hearing of the 5 petitions, before the court, as it is. So it has urged all the counsels in the suit to, in the proceedings, to ensure they cooperate with the court to make judicious use of the time left. And it says it's going to hear all the petitions on their merit to ensure that no justice is delivered at the end of the day. So nobody is going to have any, grounds to fault the hearing and how the 5-member panelists had the hearing of the petitions. Of course, we have Haruna Tsammani as the chairman of the petition court, and then we have Stephen Ada as the 2nd member of the panel, and then Mistura Bolaji Yusuf as the 3rd, and then Abba Mohammed and Bula Kumo of Ugo as the 5th member of the panel. So they have assured the Nigerians and all the parties involved in the suit in the panel hearing that they are going to give due justice to this hearing of the petitions. Of course, today, the outlook of today is we're going to have 3 petitions heard, those of the Action Alliance and Action People's Party and the Labour Party. These are the 3 panels, the 3 petitions the panel is going to hear today, whereas those of the People's Democratic Party and the Allied People's Movement will now be heard in the following days, Tuesday, Wednesday, up to Thursday. Then we're going to have an outlook of what is to come in the coming days or the next 3 months that the panel has to hear and complete the hearing of the petition, the cancellation of the electoral victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the February 25th presidential election. Of course, we know there's also indication that the Action Alliance Party is seeking to withdraw its petition. Of course, there has been an argument that its petition is pre-election-like. So I guess the legal team has studied the petition and said it's wise for them to withdraw it. So that is what we're likely to see in the first hearing today, before they now move to that of the Allied People's Action People's Party and then that of the Labour Party. That is more like the outlook of what is to come today, Doctor.
Okay. All right, Godfrey, good to talk to you. Rufai here. Are they trying to withdraw or yes, they have withdrawn? I'm talking about the AA because it was a pre-election matter. It was, about who emerged, presidential yes, candidate was not put on the ballot. And secondly, yes, the PDP did petition, to be able to get this televised live on television. Is there any chance that's going to sail through? Are we going to be able to see it live on yes, television?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. Of course, many Nigerians are interested in this because, of course, elections no longer determined, or polling presidents are no longer decided at the polling units. presidents are decided at the courts as it is. So Nigerians want to know where their votes will fall, where their votes will lean to at the end of the day. So they want to follow proceedings, just like they did at the polling units. Of course, the PDP has filed a suit as it is. The information is still sketchy, but what I'm hearing is the PDP candidate, Atiku Abubakar, has filed a suit seeking permission of the court to allow the cameras in the courts to give, do justice to the petition hearing. Of course, the Oputa panel style of hearing of the court proceeding, that's what he is seeking, to ensure people follow the proceedings right there in their living room. But then, of course, that is highly unlikely at the moment because it's not in our Nigerian justice system. The Ministry of Justice has been quite silent on this. Of course, this has been playing out. This narrative has been played up for a while now. But it looks highly unlikely that this will be granted. But of course, it's worth a try because the public interest the election of 2023 has evoked may just have the Ministry of Justice or those in the Justice Ministry bend the rules a bit to perhaps allow this to happen. Of course, Atiku Abubakar is praying the court to allow the cameras for his own petition hearing. Of course, it's hard to see how how he could pull that off if the court will hear, if the cameras will be allowed in to hear his petition, whereas those of other petitions will not be heard, with the cameras in the courtroom. So that it's a tough ask. But then, of course, Action Alliance Party has filed a notice of withdrawal. So as the panel has not yet heard its notice of withdrawal, its motion and subsequent withdrawal, so we cannot confidently say its petition has been withdrawn. So we just have to wait for the panel to make it official before we could conclude that it has. Of course, what we've gathered is that it has filed a notice of withdrawal. So that is where that of Action Alliance is at the moment. So we have to wait till when the panel decides and rules on their withdrawal, they will now conclude on that for the time being.
Well, thank you very much, Godfrey. Thank you very much indeed. Godfrey Eshemoge there, reporting from the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja, which begins its sitting today.
All right, my people, now don't hear how the matter they go for Abuja now. There are more videos loading from right from Abuja, and we go show now those updates as the hot P2B don't arrive, and every other person is sitting right now. So let's go there. No time to waste at all. Thank you.